Greetings folks, and I hope you're all happy and healthy wherever you are in collecting land. And welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale figure preview. So today Hot Toys have released the first pictures of their final part of the Fantastic Four, the last quarter of the Fantastic Four. It's Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Now, I've got to say, I grew up on the Fantastic Four comics, the original Marvel comics. I absolutely loved them as a youngster. However, I haven't seen the movie. Hands up, I have not seen the First Steps movie. I've not heard the best things about it, but I will be seeing it in the fullness of time. But so yeah, I can't pass judgment on the movie, but Hot Toys have already given us a Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. They've given us a Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. They've even given us, and I'm going to have to check this name here, and I'm probably going to butcher it. It's an Eben Moss Bachrach, however you want to pronounce it. Apologies if if I'm butchering it, as Ben Grimm. So we've got the full complement. They've even given us an enormous Galactus, which is what we always wanted. And they've even given us a Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Victor Von Doom, who gets teased in the end credits for the sequel. But no, they've completed the set with Johnny Storm and released the first picture. So I thought we'd dive in and have a look at what Hot Toys are giving us. And they had a little bit of a lull there, Hot Toys, and now it seems to be raining 1/6 scale figures. We've got releases left, right and centre. We have new announcements, pre-orders going up. They seem to be carpet bombing the collecting world and emptying everybody's wallets simultaneously. But yeah, let's have a look at what they've given us here, and we'll zip on to the first shot. And the first shot, I've got to say, I'm very, very impressed. Now, the actor who plays the Human Torch, Joseph Quinn, he's something new on me. I don't believe I've seen him in anything. But straight away, having looked at some sort of production shots, some promo shots and stills from the movie, I think they've got the likeness pretty much spot on here. As always, in time-honored tradition, I will be putting up photos in the top left-hand corner, stills from the movie, so you can do your own comparisons. But first impressions are very, very good indeed. That Fantastic Four suit looks really, really good. Very, very simple. I mean, obviously, it's set back in the 50s and 60s. We're going back to the roots of the Fantastic Four here and the nuclear family. But they've gone for this sort of high-necked, almost like a polo neck, turtleneck outfit here. And it looks to me like they might be using material for this outfit. I'm not sure what material was used in the film, but having looked, as I say, at some stills and some clips from the movie, it looks screen accurate to me with that 4 emblazoned on the chest there. And a close-up look, to me that looks like it might be a cotton material. As opposed to the usual superhero material, which is that sort of screen printed plastic composite, whatever it is, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Sometimes it has a tendency, if it's not done properly, to not lend itself to good stitch work and to split and to crack and all manner of things. But yeah, it looks like they've nailed it on to me. And the first look at that head sculpt, as I say, very, very promising indeed. The hair looks very nice. Obviously, we've got a sculpted hair here, and they've caught the tone of that hair, although it can vary. I have noticed this looking at some clips and stills, that it can sort of vary from sort of a, how can I put this, a reddy gingery colour to a, I mean, what's the expression for it? They call it a something blonde, strawberry blonde. That's the expression I'm looking for. From a strawberry blonde to an almost redhead look. But the style looks right. The sculpt looks very good. The colour, that might be influenced by the lighting on this shot, but the face and the head sculpt look very, very good indeed. And I'm going to have to learn this guy's name. It's Joseph Quinn. Looks like they've captured the likeness very well. And we're getting our first look at these flame effects going on the arms and right the way up the torso as well. We're going to get, we'll talk about those as we move on. Next shot is pretty much the same shot, same shot as the first, but from straight on. Less of the red lighting effect, so we can see the colour in that hair a little bit better. And yeah, it looks like they've gone for that strawberry blonde colour. Blue eyes, which is correct, and as I say, there'll be photos popping up all the time, so you can do your own comparisons there. And once again, another look at that material in inverted commas, suit, it looks to me like it might be full material. There's no plastic or any other material going on there, which is great to see. If this is a cotton-based material, it's going to stand up to some really good dynamic posing. So yeah, a thumbs up there if it is a material suit. And as I say, we're looking at these, we're starting to see our first glimpses of these flame effects. Now I'm going to assume that these flame effects are that clear resin stroke plastic that Hot Toys have used on so many occasions for flame effects in their 1/6 scale figures. Everything from Scarlet Witch to Thor and all points in between. Yeah, it allows the light to pass through it. It's got those orange, yellow and red paint applications. There are translucent sections going on. I think it works really, really well. And it's quite spectacular if you light it properly. If you get the light in the right place on this thing, it really can look very impactful. So yeah, on to the next one. Close-up of that headshot. Yeah, I will put a picture up here at this point so you can, as I say, do your own comparisons. Skin tone and texturing is on point by the looks of it to me. As I say, those eyes are the right shape, the right size, the right colour. They've even down to the pores in the skin. Not many distinguishing features on Mr. Quinn's face here, so that can lead to some difficulties in a head sculpt, but they've done really, really well here. The eyebrows look very good, that hair, individual strands are picked out, paint applications look very nice with the tonal changes. Yeah, and we're getting really, really close up on this uniform here, and that is a material. Yeah, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, this one, and say that that's a material suit, and looking very nice it is too. I wish we'd see more of these, but I know this is a sort of retro film, a new retro film, if that makes sense. And so having this kind of material in the suit would make sense in the movie and in the figure as well. Another shot of that full flame effect there. Now I'm going to assume that the figure will slot in and out of this flame effect. How that's going to work with the stand and keeping this guy supported, hopefully we'll see that later on when we get to the accessories photos. But yeah, you've got these gloves, and now I'm going to assume these are sculpted plastic gloves. They look very nice. I was about to say they look screen accurate, but I haven't got a clue because I haven't seen the movie. But yeah, I'm going to say sculpted plastic on these and swappable. I'm going to assume that they're pegged, and or maybe those hands actually come out. The gauntlets are separate on the wrist there. That would probably make more sense actually, rather than having a complete set of fully gloved hands. So I'm going to assume that they come out at the wrist peg there, and you just swap them out that way. And we've got fisted hand and an open, almost saluting hand going on there as well. And as I say, the light plays beautifully off this flame effect, and it's looking very, very nice indeed. On to the next. We've obviously got the flame effects for the hands. I like how they are shaped around the hands. Whether they fit over the gloves, I doubt that. I would imagine that they're going to somehow peg onto the wrists themselves. If they fitted over the gloves, they would probably look too big and be a bit jarring scale-wise. But once again, the light playing off that flame effect is super impressive, and I'm liking that head sculpt a lot. On to the next one. We've got this action pose here. No visible means of support, but I'm assuming that's some clever camera work from Hot Toys. Once again, now the way he's slotted in here, now I'm going to assume that you can only go for this sort of rising one knee up pose with this flame effect. Be interesting to see how that works. Is it a snap fit almost around the figure itself? Does the figure slot in? Yeah, I'll be interested to see, but on to the next. Once again, same shot, different angle. And as always, sometimes these Hot Toys promo shots can get a bit samey, but yeah, especially with a figure like this, because it's, I'm not saying it's a one-trick pony, but it most certainly relies very heavily on two looks. There's the flame effect and the non-flame effect. We'll see the non-flame effect as we move through here, but yeah, super impressive shot there. Very imposing. I think this will look fantastic in the display alongside the other three. Yet again, the same shot here. Yeah, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring on this one as well and say that you've pretty much got one piece for this flame effect, this body flame effect, so you're stuck with that sort of leg forward pose. But I like that rising pose, that just taking off pose. It's dynamic, it's impactful, and it looks great in the display. On to the next, a side shot here from a different angle, that knee raised again, and we're getting to see all that intricate sculpting that's gone on and paint application in the flame effect. We've got him looking off to one side with a purposeful expression on his face. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. I've got to say, because I haven't seen the film, and regulars to the channel will know, Mr. Go Figure tends to, on the whole, has to be really like an IP, a film franchise, whatever it might be, TV show, to get involved in the 1/6 scale figures. I make occasional exceptions there when we get figures that are just that good, even if it's not an IP that I love. A good example is the Walking Dead. Not a massive fan of the series, but in arts, the recent Rick Grimes figure that they announced looks that good. It might just have to creep its way in. But I've got to say, these 4 figures, well, 6 in total actually, from Hot Toys, are looking very good indeed. But once I've seen the movie, you never know, they might be creeping their way in. On to the next one. Now, this is the first shot where we get to see the full suit. And I'm going to lean in here again, and once again, I am going for material, definitely there. If I get really close in, I can actually see the weave in that suit. So I'm assuming the belt itself is going to be plastic. You're going to have that screen printed 4 on the front, and I'm going to assume that these are sculpted plastic boots, very nicely done. You've got that blue tread with that sort of NASA look to them. Yeah, the seams look really nice on there, and overall, not sure whether this is a split cut boot design. That'd be interesting to see. But we're also getting our first shot of the base here. It looks like it's going to be a standard issue Hot Toys base. We're not going for a diorama here. It's that hexagon with that sort of that resin style top to it, that super high gloss top, where you can get those tonal and texture changes on there, and it looks like you've got the Human Torch printed across the front in that blue. So zipping on to the next, we've got a standing shot here. Now this is the you get to see that belt properly as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go sculpted plastic on that as well. But articulation looks good, as we come to expect from Hot Toys. Yeah, I'm not sure which look I prefer here. I think the majority of collectors are going to go with the flame look, but they might not, because you know, these suits are, I love that bold contrast between that sort of marine blue and the white. I think it looks really good, and it does have that retro feel about it, which is nice to see. Being a collector of a certain age, as I say, I grew up on these, and the original Fantastic Four comics are always something that's stuck in my head. Although I did like Chris Evans' turn as the Human Torch in what was a less than satisfactory movie, but moving swiftly on, that's enough of my reminiscing. We've got him kneeling here, so yeah, articulation on point as we come to expect, and we can get to see the backs of those gauntlet and gloves as well. Really nicely sculpted to give that material look. Yeah, those boots not looking split cut, or we might see a toe bend there, so maybe an opportunity missed there. We've seen more of this recently, is a lack of split cut boot design in figures. I'd like Hot Toys to go back to doing that. It nuances in the figure in the display for me, and gives it that, it doesn't seem like a big thing, but it does really improve the range of motion as well. And just having those toes at the end of the boot there, just ever so slightly bent, just gives you, one, a little bit more stability, but two, for me, it gives you that it gives you that full sense of realism. But yeah, oh, we don't know what happened there. Nearly closed the whole thing down. On to the next one, and another action pose here. One hand lit there, and it looks to me like you can, well, you can go for whatever look you want within the display. You can swap out the flame effect, so you can have 1, 2. Full body with the arms not on fire. You can really mix and match to your heart's content there. Those boots are super shiny. Nice to see that. On to the next. We've got a comparison shot here. 2 display modes, as Hot Toys have put it. You can go flame on or flame off. I'm torn, as I said. I'm not sure. I like both, but I think if I do see the film, and if it does land with me, then I'll probably go flame on. What's the point in having a torch if it's not on fire? That's what I say. On to the next one. A couple of headshots here. So we got the purse system going on, pretty much standard issue now with all Hot Toys figures. I'm going to sound like a broken record on this one, but I really do think it's a brilliant addition. Sets a figure off. You can the positioning of the eyes can really change a head sculpt. It can change the whole feel and look of a head sculpt just simply by moving those eyes off, up or down. As you can see here, yeah, it looks, you've got that intense stare on there, but it feels more dynamic when the character is looking off to one side. There's something going on, there's something called his attention, there's action going on. So yeah, can really lend a different aspect to the head sculpt. And once again, liking that head sculpt a lot. Skin tones, textures, very nice. That hair, well done. Comments in the comment section below. Somebody tell me, is this hair colour 100% accurate? I'm going to stick another photo up at this point because it all depends on what you're looking at. Are you looking at the film on Blu-ray, in IMAX, in the cinema? Are you looking at a still that's been taken with a certain type of photo stock, or is it digital? And you can get some real variance in the hair. So yeah, if you're an expert on this one and you know the hair color, please drop a comment in the comment section below. I will be most grateful. And finally, the all shots that we always get with Hot Toys figures. So what's included now? There's no hint of a dynamic flight. Ah, there is now. Looking at that base there, yeah, that's most certainly an attachment for a dynamic flight pole there. So yeah, it would make sense if you flame on with one leg raised that you're going to have a dynamic flight pole. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of hands going on there. Great to see. We've got a couple of fisted, a couple of open palmed, a couple of gesturing. So yeah, a nice assortment of hands. We've got a highlight of those boots and those gloves, the flame effects on the hands there, obviously the purse system that we just talked about, the flame effect itself. 2 versions of this. Hot Toys seem to be going down this, they're doing this a lot. It's this exclusive metal collectible card with display stand. I don't know, is that a gimmick? It feels like a gimmick to me. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm not really that fussed, but I have a tendency when I'm buying a figure that I want the deluxe, all singing, all dancing, everything included version. But these card and collectible display stands are not really floating my boat. But let me know in the comment section below. Do you think it's something worth getting into? And the final shot is exactly the same as the previous one, but without that card included. So there you have it, folks. That is, and I'm checking his name again, that's Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four. The First Steps. What are your thoughts on this piece? Have you seen the movie? Are you a fan? Are you a aging Marvel Universe fan like me? And is the ailing Marvel Universe going to be resurrected by Phase 6? What do you think of the figure? What do you think of the movie? Nothing is off menu, so please drop a comment in the comment section below. I would be fascinated to hear your take on this particular piece. So what have we got coming up on the channel? Well, very soon, and I am very excited for this. We have got Hot Toys T800 version 2.0, but this is the clean version. We've already reviewed the battle damage version on the channel, so if you're wanting to check that review out, I'll stick a link to that at the end of this one. But yeah, the clean version is on its way to us and should be coming through the door any second now. So that will obviously be going straight up for reviews as soon as it arrives. We've also got new figures from InArt, from Susu Toys, Present Toys, Caustic Plastic, Exo 6, Iconic Studios, the list goes on. So as I mentioned at the top there, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale goodness that we've got coming up. The previews, the reviews, the showcases, the retro reviews, the best of, all that kind of stuff. And I suppose all it remains for me to say is a massive thank you for watching, as always. As always, take care of yourselves, and until next time on the channel, happy collecting.